Greetings, my excellent friends. Welcome back to the last and most recent chapter in the Monkey Island franchise. Return to Monkey Island. Right now, I suppose it's Return to Melee Island. I don't actually want to go back to Monkey Island. I never liked it. I never liked Monkey Island one bit. It's a terrible place. Now, when I say that, I quite like Monkey Island, the franchise. I just don't like Monkey Island, the location. It was a boring part of the first game, and it was a boring part of the fourth game. So I wonder if actually going there will be any fun in this one. Technically, you also went there in 2 and 3, but in weird ways. Like, you were in Dinky Island in 2, but apparently that's connected. And then in 3, you went to the theme park. But that wasn't the same. Really, 5, yeah. Tales of Monkey Island is the most... Monkey Island adjacent to Monkey Island. Like, it's not actually a tale of Monkey Island at all. Monkey Island isn't involved. There are monkeys, but no island. Well, there are islands. There are monkeys and islands. They just aren't Monkey Island. Should I play I should play the game. Damn it. Where is it? Here it is. So we're playing on hard mode, and we're playing with the writer's cut, which adds padding. It's the version of the game that does not feature pacing edits, basically. We've just been inside the... Oh no, that's not where we're...
Welcome to my shop.
Yeah, hi.
Hiya.
Okay, good. Well, we'll go talk to you in a second. We've just been to the jail. That's where I thought I was clicking.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
The jail.
You look like you're having a good time. That's nice.
Did I look at the lock before?
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Interesting. So Otis wants to be busted out of jail. Stan wants his toothbrush. He does not want to be busted out of jail because he reckons he'll,
They say the only real prison is
beat
the
the
one in your
charge.
head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles.
I don't like that they just keep talking. But I don't know that these are important tasks because they're not on my to-do list at all. Do we have hints for them if I look at the hint book? Yeah, how do I free Otis? Well, I get a mop by going to the chef. I get a disguise by going to the museum. I don't know what that is. I think it might be the governor's mansion, but I don't know about that. How do I free Otis? Let's actually get a hint for that because I don't know what to do there. Someone in town might be able to help with the jail cell's lock. Locksmith. Okay. Well, yes, it is a stream day, Demon Dragon. I do, in fact, start my stream right around this time.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Let's see what we've got here. We got a parrot.
Handsome-looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Oh, the cracker's free.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Oh, I'd really like some
Hands off.
He'd really like some crack. Make a pun about the painting?
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Youch.
I see everyone in that portrait has...
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
What is that?
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
Oh, that's a good point. You can't see this. There's a fishing lure up here, as well as a poster.
These are nice.
Thanks.
What's that key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
What's this key?
That one is only for going in, never for coming out.
What's that key?
That one's for making a quick exit from somewhere you're trapped. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's that key?
That opens a long straight wardrobe for keeping long straight dresses.
What's this key?
That activates a mechanical kettle.
What's that key?
That unlocks your house.
What's this key?
My house?
That activates a mechanical kettle.
You already said
Please, don't touch the glass.
that. And that.
What's this key?
That unlocks your house.
Anyway.
What's this lock?
That's for hats.
What's this lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments.
What's that lock?
A special one that can open with any of 4 different keys.
That doesn't sound secure.
What's this lock?
A famous lawyer used that to keep people from stealing his front doormat. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's that lock?
That's for sealing a container full of evaporated gas.
What's that lock?
It's for a small jazz band to lock up their gear.
What's that lock?
A famous lawyer...
There's an elegant book.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
And a treasure map.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Oh.
I see a peninsula trail.
It's southern Florida.
Yeah, okay. What else? Nothing. Just the locksmith themselves.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
Fuck off! Also, you're gonna hear a Windows beep because I'm turning the volume down. Just for me, though.
Kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Fair enough, Locke.
It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little less sanitary, like the bar by the docks.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary, just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
Now, Otis's lock said there was writing on it that we couldn't see, right?
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case.
Yeah.
And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them.
Fuck.
Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I have a tool?
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock, I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
Okay, so that's how we free Otis.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Something's going on with the old lady.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
Yeah, well, when you're a blacksmith and all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a fucking nail.
All at once? Well, how does that work?
No idea. It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
She reminds me of the boy, this is for Guanbush if he's here, in Zeiss. The item shop owner's son. Knowles. So,
Guybrush.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, kid.
Shut up and let me... So first of all, can we see the serial number on Stan's log? Because I wonder if we can
Word of
unlock
advice,
this
kid.
as
Stick
well,
to the
just for
narrow
fun.
straights.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
No, okay, they get rid of that. But you can see the one here.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Okay, do we have... We have a monocle.
It makes things look bigger.
Exactly.
Jail is like a bad breakfast.
Magnify the
Small,
tiny numbers.
Greasy.
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Perfect. That should be enough.
This is the number for the jail cell lock.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Oops.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure, good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Yeah. Stunning! That was easy.
Hey, Guybrush. Hey, kid.
Hey, Otis, what are you going to give me for this?
This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells.
Let's free Stan it. No. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Can we unlock this one?
Darn it. I've been trying. No thanks. I'm about to be acquitted. Escaping looks bad.
You do it! I am shaking from excitement! And from too much gruel and not enough grog.
Accidentally clicked on Otis instead of the... Here we are.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan! I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
He didn't give me anything. He just fucked off.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case. I already copied the serial number. I don't remember this place being so leaky.
Everything's grosser in the future, Guybrush, apparently. So I assume that's all the locksmith's for. I wonder... Yeah, it just deletes it from our list of things. Well, Otis is free. That's good. Oh yeah, was there any trivia cards? I should keep looking around.
Hi there.
Hi.
I looked it up. Apparently the trivia cards are sort of infinitely regenerating. Like every screen has a spot where a trivia card can appear. And they'll just keep far, so you can mess one up and you can then get a replacement. It's not that each one has its specific spot. It's semi-randomized. That said, if there's a spawn spot in this screen, I am not seeing it. It's not up here where my head's covering things. Yeah, I don't really know what to do. This screen, like, there's no choice. We're gonna have a corner where you can't see stuff. There's nothing I can do about that.
Looks sort of like an eye.
I'm gonna turn my air conditioner on, actually. It's warm in here so fast. So, Governor's Mansion. Take the back way into the island's interior. Or Governor's Mansion. Alright, so this isn't the museum, this is the mansion. Okay. I thought it might have gotten turned into a museum.
Carla.
There's a highlight button? I forgot about that.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Are we fighting?
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You've come far since I got you your first cushy government job. Yes! Continuity.
You've come far since I got you your first cushy government job.
I hope you're not about to try to take credit for me being governor, because that would be both absurd and obnoxious, and I might have to skewer you for it.
No, furthest thing from my mind.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
I'm not automatically involved with everything Elaine does just because we're married.
I can see that. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
The thing is, Carla's not a bad choice for governor either, like... It's funny, you'd think, oh, Elaine's not the governor anymore, therefore we should be worried about this, but... Carla is pretty much the same character archetype. Independent, swashbuckling hero lady. Like, that's Elaine and that's Carla both.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Okay. Oh shit, lots of books. Actually, not as many. The autobiography of John Laney, though, that's the person whose eye patch we need.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book.
That's less helpful.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station. It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh.
Big book of treasure maps. Ship-to-ship combat strategies by stupid Captain Madison.
It's thicker than I would have imagined.
Voodoo tricks you can do at home.
Warning, do not try these tricks at home.
The endless tale of the voyage that would not end.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it.
Very good. I'm going to turn the volume up again now that the air conditioner's on. There's a stuffed animal.
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Mine. Government in action.
It's a lot of work being governor.
So, what is this highlight button? Tab. Oh, that is useful. Oh, it highlights the trivia card. That's very useful. I also learned that trivia cards stop spawning in the world if you have more than 7 in your book unanswered. So we do need to answer them.
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
He means the stuffed animal. How many mop trees are there? I don't know. What's a mop tree? Which of the following cannot be bought in the Scurvy Dog's shack? Steam and weenies. You can buy grog, you just can't buy it if you're a kid. How many crows are in the ship's crow's nest? Yeah, we're gonna need to wait for these ones, but if I get to 7, I'll have to start answering. So we can borrow a book, apparently. Maybe we want the autobiography of John Laney?
Can I borrow a book?
Whoa!
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
We do have an apology frog.
The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog.
Okay, fine. Close enough. Dear. So talking to her equals fighting.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
I don't know which book we need, but presumably we need to convince her. Reflect on old memories.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
We can poke the bottle, but I don't know what that does. Admire the official portrait of the governor. Whoa.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
Is she attacking the painter? That's a paintbrush. I wonder if it was Meat Hook.
Edgy.
We can wander around the house. I don't think she'll let us.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Okay.
I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today.
It's true, there's a hand. Would you like a frog of forgiveness?
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
We have to write something personal on the frog, is that correct? How do I borrow a book from Carla? You need to get Carla to forgive you. Okay, do we have a writing implement? We, use the knife on the frog? How about the key? My state-of-the-art pen, that'll do it. Pen and apology on the frog. Dear Carla.
Dear Carla.
Sorry for blowing you up that one time. Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Shit, I don't know. Dedicated to dedication?
I value that you are dedicated to dedication. And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
Even though it wasn't really my fault.
I promise to do better in the future.
Okay. Let's try it now.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
Fuck! Okay. What else is personal
Dear
about Carla? I mean, we know it was the book.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Only personal thing. Hard on softness or keen on bluntness? The statue in Low Street says one of these. Is it? I can't get out now.
I admire that you are hard on softness. And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future.
I feel like that one's still right.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing.
God.
You can do better. I reject.
Okay, what? I want to see the statue. Though I think you just told me what the thing was. Low Street. Is that this? Or is Low Street the next one? Next one. I don't remember a statue of Carla. There it is. Read the plaque.
Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santa Catalina. Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine. The honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santa Catalina.
That doesn't help. That doesn't tell me anything.
It doesn't look finished. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. What's new, guys?
Not much, but be sure to come see us at the shop tomorrow.
That's not what it said when you looked at it. Well,
Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her.
it's what it says now, buddy. Oh, trivia card. Oh, trivia card. Tab is very important. Holy shit. Maybe it's on the flyer. What flyer? That flyer was about Elaine. I read that too.
They're having a half-off sale. Property foreclosed by...
Oh, no, hang on. The docks flyer, right where the old Elaine one was.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's hard on softness.
Yeah, okay, well, we already knew that one. Because you told me. Still, it's good to know. The question is, are the others buried somewhere, or can we just brute force this? Because there's not that many bloody options, are there?
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness.
That's new!
As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology.
That's bull! What else did... What were the things it said before? Completely different shit. You know, the thing is, I did read that. I think I get it. We had those options because I read that flyer on my way in, but I never hit the plaque. I only clicked on the statue. I never read the plaque. So it's a matter of like physically clicking on the objects to unlock the ability to get it right. Fuck that, by the way.
I promise to do better in the future.
I don't like that. Here's your fucking frog.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush.
Thank you.
Surprisingly thoughtful, considering it's
Just try to forget the 3 or 4 times I gave it to you before.
I'm moved to forgive you for losing my book, and I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
Now this one's a different color from the rest.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
But this one's about John Laney. Where is the Pirate Museum? I don't know. I thought it might have been here. What is the... You'll need to disguise yourself. You need a magical disguise. Outside of town. Okay. I don't know which book we need. So I don't know if I should borrow one yet. I'm just trying to remember what they are. But we've solved that part of the puzzle, which is nice. We should leave, though.
Looks sort of like an eye.
No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't leave yet. We should go to the scum bar. Well, now we know the old lady's name. That's good.
Lights out always comes sooner than you think.
I don't like that Guybrush stands here so that all of her lines come through my right ear only. But let's go into the scum bar because we need to talk to Chef. Oh my god! It's the Loom guy! He was not there before! Trivia card. Let's answer some trivia. because we're starting to build them up. Which of these is not in the park? A swing, a seesaw. There's definitely a well. There's definitely an anchor. Oh, is it a swing or a seesaw? I think a seesaw wasn't in the park. Yes. Whose wedding veil is in LeChuck's cabin? Elaine's? I haven't been to LeChuck's cabin, but it makes sense. The Mad Monkey was a sunken ship. That was from 2. Alright. Doing well on that so far. What can we look at in here? Pirates.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
You think people are expected to use tab to find the 4-leaf clover? I just found it with my eyes!
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
You don't sound much like a pirate. You sound like an anime voice actor.
It's those 3 clowns at the back table.
Cobb.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Still says ask me about Loom.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders.
He talks.
All their highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
Is that Matt Mercer?
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Hang on. I want to know. Cobb, Return to Monkey Island. Voice actor. Yeah, that's the wrong game. Doesn't say. Matthew Mercer for the voice of Cobb. There we go. Yeah. That's very clearly him. Not the guy that played him in 1.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body is fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Now get lost.
Achievement unlocked fan service.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Douchebags. There's a roaring fire.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Try again with the new pirate
Are you
leaders.
sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Really?
Well, it's been a while, but I could probably still do 10 minutes on a good day.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
That doesn't seem like a good thing.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh. Are you sure I can't persuade you to back?
Yes.
They don't even let me do the other dialogues.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
She's good. No pieces missing.
Kids yet?
Whoa, easy there, Tiger. I'm still in my juvenile phase myself. That's what Elaine says, anyway.
Well, tell her I say hello.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
What? The and fuck come to mind.
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Alternatively, you could fuck yourself.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Surreptitiously abscond with the mop.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
Let's talk to the cook about other stuff first.
The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey!
So, they're kind of skipping over the scum bar as it was depicted in Escape. There's no Ignatius cheese. It's back to its exact old design. The cook returns from the first game. The pirate leaders are different, but that's, in continuity. And the Lua bar thing is just doesn't exist. It's weird, but only because they also reference Carla getting her cushy government job, so it's like they're picking and choosing what they want to keep.
Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm going to steal LeChuck's.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
What do we got? Maggots.
Active little guys, aren't they?
Can we, take the maggots by, I don't know, putting them in a shrunken head? Or stuffed animal? Can we stab the cook? No.
Looks like a mugshot.
Steal the picture?
Stay away from that picture.
Why would I steal the picture? Admire the mop.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
Surreptitiously abscond with the mop.
Stay away from my mop.
Yuck.
Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
Trivia card. Rancid food.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
I don't know about that. Sniff.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
Open the door. Wooden seagull and string.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Eh.
I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
And we now have string. So we don't get the mop from the chef. We just get more quest guidance, I guess.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
We need to make a mop. Find the mop handle tree. Perhaps that's out in the Melee Island wilderness. So I guess let's go to the Melee Island wilderness. Hey, look out. Complain about the pirate leaders.
Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
Nah, he doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
See anything interesting out there?
Change. The future.
Are those the names of ships? All I can see is open water.
It's what I named my cataracts.
Huh. You've been at this post a long time.
Yep. My eyesight isn't what it once was, but my hearing is still as sharp as the governor's sword.
And that's helpful for being a lookout?
There's hardly ever anything to see anyway. The job is mostly about greeting people. Welcome to Melee Island.
Thanks. Ever think about retiring?
Sure, sounds great. I'll get a little place where I can sit by the fire and watch the ocean.
Say.
You'll have to excuse me. I think I see something on the horizon.
Say.
You'll have to excuse me. I think...
Alright. The map. Oh boy, Melee looks dark. Where are we? Huh. So it's actually... Oh, okay. LeChuck's ship. Oh, we're here. Lookout point is... Wow. You get the whole coast. Instead of it just being lookout and then village. You got LeChuck's ship. You can go to the docks. You can go to Low Street and High Street and the Governor's Mansion. That is incredible. Forest. Shipyard. Nothing. Nothing again. Is that it? Just forest and shipyard? Really? Okay, now I'm less impressed. What happens if we head over to these dead ends?
I remember when this place used to be wall-to-wall with sword training gyms. Now there's nothing but trees. Progress.
How about we go to Meat Hooks?
Meat Hook's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage.
Right. That's strange. Alright, well, let's go to the forest. We'll see if it's a maze. It might be.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
To the deep dark forest where I'm sure to get lost. Purple flowers.
Ooh, purple flowers. These must be teasel. Or alliums. Or clematis.
We pick the flowers in any way? Maybe we can knife them?
I'll treat myself to a purple flower. I hope I don't get tossed in jail for this.
Trivia card.
A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth. It looks pretty and smells wonderful. Gotcha, you pointy little tracheophyte. This is a plant with a bad attitude, and enough pokey parts to back it up.
Looks like an Audrey. How many fish are in the fish school underneath LeChuck's ship when it's anchored? Christ, I don't know. What kind of cake isn't Otis's favorite? Carrot cake. I think there's just one mop tree, right? I don't know, we should probably find the mop tree before we make that call. So we've got 3 that we don't know anything about yet, including one about LeChuck's ship. Now, I assume if we go deeper, we just get lost. Huh? Trivia card?
A classic specimen of Alata needleus. I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Yeah. Oh. Museum of Pirate Lore! This is what we wanted. Trivia card. Man, this,
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6.
Helio Kami, this highlight button's really good. Thank you for reminding me of that.
I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Museum of Pirate Lore.
Oh, this used to be Carla's place.
Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Yeah, they're not, they're not, what's the word? They're not fully randomized, but the idea is most screens in the map have a trivia card spawn point, and they are infinitely replenishing, I think, so that you can collect more than 100 if you happen to get one wrong. How many hot air balloons can be seen from the park? See, this one, I can't go back to the fucking park. I have no idea, so let's say 2. That was lucky! What is carved into a tree on the beach in Monkey Island? LeChuck plus Elaine. It's L plus A. Yeah. Trivia Go-Getter. That was that I think from the first game. So far I've fucked one up, and when you fuck it up, it vanishes, so you have to collect it again.
Hi there.
Curator.
Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore.
Here I was hoping for Tom Baker.
I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks?
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Authenticity is our watchword and our pledge. Feel free to explore, and if you have any questions, just ask.
Thank you. What do we got? Make a joke about the hook?
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
Is that his parrot? Coffin!
That's a nice coffin.
The one with the ore. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
What is this?
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Yeah. Poke the plank. Fascinating.
Tell me again about the plank.
That's an original autographed by...
Okay. Hardly museum worthy. What's that?
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter, written by Elaine Marley, while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
Maybe if I ask again, he'll remember what the letter said?
Actually, I think I'd rather not hear about that again.
Look at the god parrot.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it.
I think that's the poster I made. Oh!
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize.
Yes.
You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy number 1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important.
Hunk of slag.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid.
Grog.
It was found in the Malay jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
What's a gear doing in a pirate museum?
Why do you have this big gear?
It's from the Malay Clock Tower. Stolen during a pirate raid nearly 75 years ago. It was recently found at an inn on St. Martin, where it was being used to mill corn. I traded some old furniture for it that we had in the back room.
Has anyone thought about putting it back in the clock?
Nah. If the clock started working, it would only confuse people.
That's the note LeChuck left when he kidnapped Elaine.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine.
And of course, there's the eye patch that we need, but let's talk to him first.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
See, it's the interesting thing. For all that this game is largely trying to gloss over escape, they're doing the Planet Threepwood thing again.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable.
They're doing it better, but they are doing it again.
It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
That's a good point. I should go to Wally.
Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I'll have a look around.
Please do.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on, though, and nothing happened.
That's not great.
Tell me again about the eye patch.
It belonged to supposedly.
There's some very tiny writing on it.
Ah, locksmith trick again. Cool.
Pirate Times. Editor Conrad Lee. Ready to publish your unrecognized genius. Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
What? Shit. Okay.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
So it's not magnified enough. Can we combine this with anything? No, not yet. Well, we have string. Can we garrot the creator? We can untangle the string, actually.
It's hopeless.
No, we can't. And we can go into his storeroom. Wow. We are not stopped. Trivia card. Parrot food.
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
Not sure what cracker mix will do for us here, but we'll take it.
Are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
South Robin, hello. Fennel or Fennel? Mark, hello. South Robin brought you along. We are playing some Monkey Island. We're playing Return to Monkey Island, which is the new game. Came out a couple months ago, if you're unfamiliar. We are on a pirate adventure starring a man with a deeply, deeply ugly nose. He didn't used to have an ugly nose. That's a new thing. Kind of a shame, but the rest of him is alright. How have you been, South Robin? Anything else to steal, or to try to steal here? Oh, I know why we need crackers. We give the crackers to the parrot, because the parrot will stop us even if we,
The display case is locked.
Even if we get the key for this. Okay. So we need to find a better source of magnification than this monocle. And we need to make crackers. Can I make crackers?
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
The locksmith had crackers. Maybe they'll help us. Leave the forest. We can go to the shipyard as well. Maybe we'll find Stan's toothbrush.
Wow, it's worse than I imagined.
Tan's previously owned vessels. Oh, dear.
I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival.
More trivia. What do we got? How many torches are initially burning on Bermuda? That sounds like later in the game content. I don't know that. Which of the following books cannot be found on Carla's bookshelf? Piracy for Dummies. Now, how many have we got that we can't answer yet? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to keep track of that. If it becomes 7, then we need to just answer one at random and create some space.
It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
Can we get in? Stab the boards?
I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife.
God damn it.
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
It's probably good that Stan's getting what's coming to him, if I'm honest. The game seems more appealing in 2D. Did you not like the 2 3D entries? I mean, Escape from Monkey Island is old 3D, and old 3D is quite bad, yeah. I do think that 3D games of the early 2000s and 90s generally speaking, look awful. But 2D games can be that old and still be alright. But Tales of Monkey Island was from 2009, and that looked pretty good. Yeah, Tales is pretty good.
This used to be such a bright, cheery place. It's sad to see the shipyard like this. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships.
Well, there. You can gaze at the moon.
It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
You're biased because Morgan Le Fay? Oh, yeah, I don't think she'll be here. It's about art style. Good art style ages better. Yeah, it's like the pixel art style aged well to me because I like it. It's you know, functional. Curse of Monkey Island's art is great, cartoony. This art style is controversial. I like the scenery and background. I don't think I like the character art, but mostly I just don't like the faces of half the characters. Some of them are fine, and some of them aren't, and it's a real shame that Guybrush's in particular is so ugly. I like his coat. I like everything below his neck is wonderful, but I do not like his face. In this game, specifically.
It's a dried-up old sea sponge. It's bone dry. I guess Stan hasn't washed a ship in a while. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. There was a time when Stan used this to clean his ships.
That seems to be it
it's
here.
It's all rusted out now.
I don't know that we can get in there just yet. Stan wants his toothbrush, but and we can see it in there, but we can't grab it.
It's good for relieving stress.
It's a dry sponge. Comparing Final Fantasy VII to Mega Man X4's graphics is a real thing. Yeah, like, Final Fantasy is a good case because Final Fantasy VII is an ugly game, but Final Fantasy VIII, better to look at. Stylistic choice is very different. There are old 3D games that aren't horrible to look at. It was possible, it just often does not. It's also hard to sort through the nostalgia. Like, Spyro the Dragon, the original Spyro the Dragon trilogy on the PS1. Those games are pretty to me. They are early 3D models, but they still look pretty to me. I don't have an issue with those. But also, those were like foundational childhood games to me, whereas Final Fantasy VII I first played in 2013. I have a funny story about that. Well, not funny, but it's like... I like it. These days I play everything on my PC, right? No matter what they are. If it's an old game, I will emulate it. But Final Fantasy VII, I bought for $50 because I walked into university one day and somebody had just set up a shop, little stall where he was selling all of his old relic physical game copies, and he had a copy of Final Fantasy VII for $50. And I just picked it up, bought it, thanked the guy, and took it away. And that same guy, on my way out that day, was in a big argument with, like, security or staffers because he had no permission to be there. He just put up his little stall in the middle of campus and then got fucking shooed off. So I got it the one day I could. At least in that position. It felt very serendipitous. And I then went home and started playing it, and I played it on my PS2, I believe, which probably doesn't work now. But in 2013, I dusted it off and grabbed the old controller and I played, because PS2 was always backwards compatible. So yeah, I had a physical, real version of 7, and I played it. And I think that's the only time that I played something that old in such the relic fashion. I know there are a lot of people who like doing that, who like getting the actual hardware and playing the actual thing. Never really been for that because it's a lot of effort, but I did that for 7. That story feels like it could take place in an adventure game. Buy the story critical item, and then the story progress gets the store closed down. Yeah, no, he had a bunch of other stuff, but a lot of it was more expensive and rarer. I was surprised 7 was $50, but it just seemed like I wanted to buy. Like, I bought it because I knew I didn't need it. I could have just emulated 7. In fact, I could buy it on Steam now, though I don't think it was on Steam at the time. But it felt like a story. It felt like something of sentiment and value to be able to say, you know, I have such an interesting manner of acquiring this game, and it's still on my shelf. And I bought it more for that factor than for the actual getting of the video game. So, what do we need to do now? We need to... I don't know about stands, but... I think we could check in with Wally, and I think we could check in with the locksmith, so I don't know if we have what we need for the locksmith. Let's go see Wally. Now, I previously think I clicked on everything, right? Maybe I didn't. Did I get that one?
Somewhat understated, and somewhat overpriced.
I don't think I got that one.
Huh, never seen one of those before. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away.
Oh.
It looks expensive. And shiny. I like shiny.
Because there's an achievement that I saw on the list for examining everything in Wally's shop, and I thought I did, but I don't think I did. I think I missed something.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely.
Never mind.
I've looked at most of these. I just want to...
Woo, looks chilly up there.
There! I didn't do polar map. And I probably didn't do a few others over there as well. But there, I got achievement unlocked, cartography nerd. Sorry about that. Take another monocle. Can I? Oh god, it's not going to be that simple, is it?
It's better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Hang on. Combine the monocles! Jesus god, why would you do that? It worked for the jail key, but like, oh, it's too small, I can't read it. Because you need to go get a fucking second one? That's stupid.
If one monocle is good, two is better.
Congratulate myself about the double monocle.
This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together.
Ah, eat me. That sucks. Talk to me about mop trees.
Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Yeah, we needed a map for the forest. And I assumed that... Yeah. So he needs a sliver of wood from a mop tree. But we don't have a mop tree. That's what we need the map for. So I guess we need to get a sliver of wood from the cook's mop. Because that's our only source. We could carve up his mop, I guess. Knife is coming in dang handy. Anything else from the voodoo lady while we're here? I don't think so, but let's take a look. Oh, can we,
I'd need a lot of keys to open that.
Yeah, could we, though? Can we monocle this?
Scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here.
Bugaballs! Nah.
Never mind.
I never do.
Yeah, so there's a new trivia card here. I've picked this one up before. Like I say, they're not, Ooh, what was that? Oh, it was going through his arm. Right, yeah, he's got a hole. It's because his little elbow part is thin. I thought that thing was, like, glitching through him, but it wasn't. More trivia. The first game to use the scum system. Well, considering it's called the script creation utility for Maniac Mansion, I think I know which one that is. Well, that's not a fair question. That's not from this game. Alright.
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises.
We'll go to the locksmith. Because we have cracker mix, but we don't
Hello,
have
Mr.
cracker.
Brush.
Hiya. Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off.
Those are my last crackers. If I give you a source of more crackers, will you let me have the ones you currently have? Yes, offer cracker mix to locksmith.
I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks. The ones on the plate were getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Don't mind if I do.
It was that or go to the kitchen and make the crackers, but it seemed... Actually...
Welcome back.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah.
Just for fun, can we give a cracker to
I've
this
got
parrot?
enough to last me. It already looks well fed.
Oh, you got new ones.
Hello, Mr. Brett.
Hi there. Ooh, they smell nice and toasty. But I've already got plenty of crackers.
Yeah, we get the stale ones. You get the good ones. I don't know that this was a good move. Now, Mop. Oh god, who's this? You were not there before, were you? Clean-looking pirate. Every time I come in here, there's new pirates.
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
There's some similarities here. Blonde hair, blue outfit, long face. Ugly.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long.
The only difference is this guy has a terrible voice.
Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir.
No offense to the actor. Just, he's annoying. By intention. Trivia card. May as well just try to answer them as I get them. What is a genuine skull name? Huh? Mori? Dorothy? Raymond? Tilda? Do-re-mi? Do-re-ti? I don't understand what this question is trying to do. I don't know if this is relevant for later or if it's something something I should try and mentally understand. Well, this one's close to Murray. That's wrong. Related to later. Well, I can find it again because these things infinitely respawn. Can I have, a chunk of your mop? Do you mind if I knife your mop?
Stay away from my mop.
Fuck sticks. What about that new guy outside? Are you the is he the distraction?
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
There was a cookbook at the mansion.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
Alright, we need to get the cookbook from the governor's mansion. That's why we had to get Carla's forgiveness. Where is it? Treasure maps. Ingredients by Barbie LaFlay.
Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Woo! Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
Will we? Will we, though? I don't know that we will, guys. Trivia card. What does Guybrush specifically dislike? Porcelain, but that's not here. Well, he's not Anakin, so it's not sand. I don't know. This doesn't seem familiar. Maybe it's from later in the game, but I'm gonna try it. Mushrooms. Ha! Never heard of Guybrush disliking mushrooms. Trivia card. So yeah, you could just grind these by going from map to map. Herman Toothrot first appeared in The Secret of Monkey Island. Fucking easy. Is there a trivia? Is there a trivia card here? I do not remember. Yes, but I can't click on it. There's a fancy candle.
Waiter, I can't
Shit.
understand. Just bring...
Of course, sir.
I didn't want to look at him. I wanted to look at the fancy candle.
Fancy.
See? Fancy.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush.
No worries. I'm just gonna steal your mop. Hang on.
It's the cook's old mop.
This will be excellent.
Can we just skip the whole storyline and fuck off with it?
Keep your hands off my mop.
No, we cannot. Sorry, Lady Stabbington. I'm just gonna knife the mop then. It did seem a bit too easy. We got an achievement for it though. We got Mop Heist. Wally!
I carved it off the cook's mop handle. Good times. Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
10 minutes later.
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally.
Seriously, this is the only game in the Monkey Island franchise that feels this insatiable need to be visually gross. It's the close-ups every time, but I don't understand why this was decided. It is so not the way of this franchise up till now. It's not an aspect that you expect. Damn them. Anyway, we have a map. Or not. Oh, it's up here. Why is it up there? Can I move it? No. The map to the mop tree. Right, up, right, up. Okay. You don't have a trivia card anywhere, do you? Not that I can see. about the one that's over here sometimes? There it is. Card collector. Nice. Largo Legrand's catchphrase was, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Largo Legrand. But I don't think he said it that many times.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available.
I wanted to see if it tell me which ones were crossed out there, but it doesn't. Onwards to to the museum to examine the serial number with our new double strength monocle, but also to the forest next to it to go look for the mop tree. Knock out both things at once. Let's head near. There's purple flowers there and a carnivorous flower there. Read it. It does show the carnivorous flower on the right, but it doesn't show the purple on the left. It's got a bluish one on there. Interesting. Oh. So according to the map, we'd go right next, but we came out of right. Is that true? Can you read it? Right, up, left, up. I don't think that was correct.
Ew.
Ah, he doesn't like the mushrooms. Huh. There you go.
I guess I lost my way.
Okay, so it starts here. Definitely right. Hang on. Okay. It's the flowers. The position of these areas is a fucking herring. It's the flowers. So mushroom, mushroom, purple, carnivorous, carnivorous. Mushrooms are here. Mushroom. Oh, I should keep looking for trivia cards too. Mushroom, mushroom. Purple. Carnivorous. Carnivorous.
A classic specimen.
Not you, go. There we are. This is the mop tree. Okay, let's look at our trivia before we go. Who is the local expert on loom? Well, it isn't Bloody Wally, it's Cobb. Alright then. There you go. Which of these ingredients is not needed to get to Monkey Island? You definitely need cinnamon. You definitely needed a skull. You needed monkey blood, though we used wine. I think yeast is not on the list. Yeah, I'm good at this. Fuck. I'm really good at the classic games one. What are the most stone monkeys found in the first ring? What? Well, 5 that don't understand. Oh, don't make sense to me. Hopefully this is from this game. I'm tempted to YOLO this one. It might be from later in this game, but it might not. It doesn't sound familiar, though. We've still got 2 spaces for new ones. Tiny deer.
Like there's a welcoming committee.
Adorable hedgehog family.
Mind your mama, little prickly kids.
Frisky
Hey,
squirrel.
little fella.
This must be it.
Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Malay Island mop handle tree. The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Malay Island mop handle tree.
Do we knife it? knife is the banana picker of the hook hand of this game. Several hours later... Oh my god, what have I done? Guybrush!
Guys? Hey, little dear. It's probably time for them to fly south. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish.
Jesus!
Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what nature is for.
Guybrush Threepwood was the one slur all along. Holy fuck! I don't think we've done much worse than that.
I carved it myself.
Yeah, we know. How many mop trees are there? Fucking 1. Now there's 0. Oh! I guess there's more than 1. I mean, that's good news. Have to find the card again, but that's good news. Bye, woodland creatures.
I'll take a shortcut back.
Many hours later.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. Museum of Pirate Lore.
First of all, let's double monocle the tiny numbers.
Ah, crystal clear.
Better.
I'll just write that down. This is the one for the museum display case.
I think we give crackers to the parrot, but I kind of want to see what happens if we try to unlock this thing without doing that first. Should we use the shrunken head as a mop head? That's interesting. Should I? Oh, it looks... yeah. Huh. I hadn't even thought about that.
I made him up. It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
Thanks. So we need to go to the locksmith now.
Hi there.
Hello.
I have another burglary for you to help me with.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
How are you not sus? I have thus far asked you for a key that appears to fit the lock of a jail cell, and the other one that appears to fit the lock of a high-quality display case. If I own these things, why would I not have the keys for them, do you reckon? I'm gonna save, though I don't think this is the sort of game where I need to worry about that. I don't care, I'm doing it anyway. Open.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Okay, so it probably resets.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's back in there, okay.
I checked the display case and it seems fine, so we're open for business again.
Feeds a parrot. How many crackers do I have?
I've got enough to last me.
Right. Good parrot. Meanwhile, at the mansion...
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Who the hell is that to your left?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Sorry? Queen of Bermuda? Why, because of the ice? Let's see if she's in here. Ah, shit. Did Carla say she was meeting with a queen? Maybe she did, and I just wasn't. I didn't internalize it because I've been streaming. Put on the eye patch.
Classic and subtle. Like me. But I don't need to be wearing this right now.
Did we return the cook? Can we? I think we gave it to the cook. We don't have the cookbook. Can we get it back from the cook? Give it a shot. Bloop, 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 bloop. He doesn't seem to have a meal.
He'll never complain again.
It's Carla's copy of Ingredients by Barbie LaFlay.
Take back.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it.
Yep. I really love that I can run. This is the only game in the series where you can just zoom through zones. I like it a lot. Like Tails lets you run too, but it's not as snappy. What now? We have the mop. We have the disguise. Is it going to work? Let's see. Maybe we just go on our merry way.
I think I should move farther away from the quartermaster first.
Yeah. I don't know that this is good enough. I thought it was a magical eye patch.
Threepwood, are you trying to fool me by wearing an eye patch?
Fuck.
That is the worst disguise I've ever seen.
No, of course not. Just having a little eye trouble. Blepharospasm.
Oh, try some cashews. You might be short on magnesium. Or wits.
Darn, I thought this thing was supposed to be magic. I must have forgotten something. I better take off this eye patch first.
Why? I think we need to go to the magic lady. She's the one who told us to get it.
Can you charge John Laney's eye patch up for me?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away.
Good. Great. So, can you charge it up again?
I can. If you bring me one more thing. A particular charm of great power.
You couldn't have told me this earlier?
I could have. You must bring me the bite of 1,000 needles. Then I will recharge your eye patch.
The bite of 1,000 needles. Can you be a tiny bit more specific?
No.
All right, let's see what I can do.
What? Why are we still not done? I would like to be done. Give me a hint. The plant sample you collected from the forest. Fuck, I forgot I did that.
This is a plant with a bad attitude, and enough pokey parts to back it up.
Okay, good.
There you go. Bite of 1,000 needles.
Tell me, is this an ancient, powerful charm, or simply a plant you found in the forest?
You were pretty opaque about what you wanted, even for you. I took my best shot.
Very well. You've always been the close enough sort.
Thanks.
Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
Well, you don't have to put it like that. That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look? Ah! What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
One does the best one can with the materials provided.
I'll just wear it when I really need to. Ugh.
You're welcome.
I think I'm ready to set sail.
Hooray!
Will I succeed?
Achievement depends mostly on the definition of success.
I'll get back to browsing the shop.
Act fast. Supplies are limited.
Yeah, no, it's a perfectly usable look considering what we're doing, where we're going. Hang on, was there another trivia card? No, it's not there right now. And yeah, it's not like we haven't been a zombie before. Recently, in fact. Come on, trivia cards. Trivia cards. Balls. Oh, wait. Put it on.
Hi there. You must be the quartermaster.
Yep, you look like a guy without many options. I need a swabby. It's BYOM. So, show me a decent mop and the job's yours.
Okay. How's this for a mop?
Oh, I think that might be someone I used to know. Eh, good enough. You're hired.
Great.
We'll be getting underway soon. Why don't you come on board and I'll introduce you to the crew.
I'm excited to see my stateroom. When's a good time to discuss the benefits package?
Meanwhile, at the Scum Bar, that's not too far away.
Threepwood's on LeChuck's ship. He's got some kind of disguise. From the bargain bin, it looks like.
So what?
You don't think this could be a problem? We didn't plan for him.
I hate not knowing what's going on. I should have taken him out the minute he walked in here.
What about for a short
Don't worry,
game?
we'll know what's going on.
Yeah? How?
I've got a spy on board the ship.
I don't think I like this new LeChuck's theme, which is fitting because I also don't like the new LeChuck. What's that boat? Part 2, A Dangerous Journey. Boom, 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 boom.
So once you were on LeChuck's ship, you turned the tables on them. You whipped out your sword and said, "I'm your captain now. Take me to Monkey Island, or you'll all walk the plank."
More or less.
The name's Gullet, but you're not to call me that. To you, I'm the first swab, and I want to hear the capital letters when you say it.
Capital 1. Got it.
And this is the old. You'll be spending a lot of time down here.
I thought we'd have a union or something. How much time is a lot of time?
All of it. You work here, you sleep here, you take your meals here. Forget the world you knew before. This hold is your world. The hull is your ground. The deck is your sky. And I am your deity of choice. A cruel and vengeful deity. I only have one simple rule. You are not to leave this hold under any circumstances. Any questions?
Can I leave the hold?
But no!
What happens if I leave?
I said you're not to leave under any circumstances.
Well, I know, just hypothetically. What if I did?
The worst punishment you can imagine.
Which is...
I throw you back down here. Nothing's worse than this.
Where's my bunk?
You might be all right inside one of the crates. Otherwise, be sure to cover your eyes. The chickens like to peck. But it's probably safest if you don't sleep at all. The chickens have their ways.
What's for dinner?
Oh, we'd like a bit of dinner, would we? Well, perhaps we can arrange a bit of roast duck under glass for your majesty. But seriously, learn to catch rats. You can drown them in your mop bucket. They make their own sauce.
Jesus.
What if I need to, you know...
Use the portal. Don't get anything on the ledge outside, though. I hate an unsightly ledge.
What am I supposed to be doing exactly?
No recruits. You're all thicker than the chickens.
Is that the whole answer?
You're supposed to be swabbing. I want this hold sparkling, as if it was clean. Now, get to work.
Yo-ho, a pirate's life for me. I think it's chicken grease. I hope my roommates don't get upset. No way am I picking that up with my hands. The rest of my gear is in there. I hope it'll be safe down here. It's probably fine.
Yeah, we've lost some stuff. We still have the museum key, the double monocle, my coin purse, my pen, my knife, the business card to the museum, the crackers, and the enchanted eye patch, which we should probably not take off.
I better leave it on while I'm on the ship.
Yay. Sail to Monkey Island, find a way to escape the hold. Quartermaster gave me a pamphlet.
It's an inspirational instructional pamphlet that I'm supposed to carry around and read. These are all the same. Just a bunch of rah-rah stuff about ship's company culture.
Get on board! A new crew member pamphlet. Copyright LeChuck, all rights reserved. Get inspired! Follow LeChuck's lead. Betray trust. Throw tantrums. Commit fraud. Overstay your welcome. Bear false witness. Destroy the beloved. Destroy the beautiful. Threaten bodily harm. Commit bodily harm. Murder those who get in your way. Condensed from the book The LeChuck Way. Get to work! Don't get fired. The ship is enchanted to be unboardable by anyone but her crew. That includes you. So don't worry about it. Unless you get fired. Then worry. It's true. But that's because he doesn't have a nose anymore.
Yep. Well, I can't see much through this thing.
Count my blessings.
At least they don't smell like live chickens.
Are these edible?
More importantly, is the taste of after chicken the same as the aftertaste of chicken?
Imagine what's inside the crate.
More chickens? Gunpowder? Cannonballs? Golden jewels? Something I can make clever use of?
Find out what's in the crate. Murray!
Murray?
Indeed, I am Murray, the all-powerful demonic skull. But you have me at a disadvantage, withered zombie man. Have we met before?
Yes, at a demonic skull party.
I recall a clumsy bartender spilling a lava guavatini on my necktie. That must have been you.
Necktie?
And you plagued me now just as before. A curse of painful boils on your left foot for exposing me. I'm here undercover, gathering valuable information for the exquisitely devious Captain Madison.
Madison? Very interesting.
Ooh, I probably should not have said that. Do me a favor and keep it to yourself, withered zombie man.
No problem.
Okay, that's good.
Ugh, I'll keep my distance. Mothers are more vicious defending their young.
Climb to the lower deck and see what happens to us. I think I'm going to take my break here and get some food. I'll be back when I can. Hopefully not too long. I'll leave it on pause, actually. Keep the music on. Yeah, there you go. Oh, alt-tabbing. No, it might work. Here. I'll mute my mic and then I'll tab back in and you'll be able to hear the music while I take some time. And then I'll return and we'll continue part 2. Hello. Did the music die after a while when I was idle? Or did it come back? I don't know. Give me a sec. Alright. Part 2. Let's see how big part 2 is. Part 1 seemed pretty lengthy. We'll see if we can get through part 2 today. I've heard that part 4 is the long one. The game has 5 parts and part 4 is the long one, which is interesting. But here we are. We have Murray. Find out more about Madison. Why don't we?
How come you're working for Captain Madison? I thought you were your own man. Skull.
I owe her a favor. It's none of your business.
Why do you owe Captain Madison a favor?
Well, ironically, I was sealed up in a crate, and she freed me.
Oh, you mean like I just did?
It's not the same thing.
She's much scarier.
What exactly is Madison up to?
I would be a poor spy indeed if I told you that. You diminish us both by asking. Knock it off.
Come on. Tell me what Madison is up to.
You diminish us both by asking. Knock it off.
Come on.
I'll knock
Tell
you
me
off.
what Madison is up to.
You diminish us both.
Alright, now it's repeating. Oh. Is that... So there's 3 screws here. Chicken feed? Did I click on that?
I wonder what it's made out of.
Take some. We have ghost chicken feed.
I don't think so.
Which we do not want to taste. And we have our inspirational boarding pamphlet. Let's climb to the lower deck, see if we can do that before we go to work.
Going somewhere, Swabby? You haven't cleaned up that mess. Get back to mobbing.
I'm feeling just the slightest twinge of regret about the choices I've made up to this point.
Have you indeed? Give me a second, I'm going to lower my volume again, because I don't have the air conditioner on. There we go. Swab the floor. Wow, we can free roam swab. Can we swab Murray?
Hey!
Swab the chicken.
Close enough.
Swab the porthole. Swab the screw. Swab the kit bag. Swab the grease.
Looks like you missed a spot.
Aw.
You fucker!
I think it's chicken grease. I hope my roommates don't get upset.
Oi, you missed a spot.
Come on.
Our boss is not nice. We swab the chicken feed. Now it's all greasy.
Knock it off.
We grease up Murray.
You missed a spot.
Is that your catchphrase or something?
You're getting it in my eye.
Can we swab the porthole?
I don't want to spoil my view.
Screws?
I'll just put a little dab on there.
Greased screw, that could be the thing. Take a break. Run away with us for the summer, let's go upstate. Greased screw.
Yep. Yep.
Can we knife the greased screw? Ooh. Ah, okay, I didn't try to knife the non-greased screw, but presumably you couldn't.
I got this from the porthole. Driving rain and crashing waves. Perfect sailing weather.
Sure.
It's a really tight fit. I can't quite squeeze through.
Huh. Can we toss Murray out the porthole?
Come on. Tell me what Madison is up to.
You diminish us.
Can we do anything with Murray? Can we use items on him? Can we screw Murray? Can we knife Murray? Grease the porthole, yeah, no. Can we feed Murray? Oh, we can feed a chicken, actually.
Thanks, chicken. Don't bite my fingers off, okay?
feed the egg one? Maybe we'll play the egg. I don't know. Oh, we could chicken feed Murray.
I wonder what it's made out of.
Or did I try that? Yeah, I must have. I think I was like, can we feed Murray? But what I was thinking about then was, can we put chicken feed on him so the chickens attack him? Anyway, let's grease the porthole.
You missed a spot.
Seriously, get some new dialogue. Better. The grease helps. A little. The grease helps. A little.
A little, not a lot.
The grease. This is now a slightly greasy porthole.
Okay. Chicken feed it? No. Crackers? No. Hint book? It isn't greased enough. Really? We just have to keep doing it? That's boring.
You missed a spot.
Oh, nuts.
We are now super swabby. Swabbed the hold 20 times. Fuck. Come on!
Almost.
You're just being boring, game.
Oi, you missed a spot.
Oh, nuts. I've got a good feeling about this, but I won't fit through with the mop. It's working. It's the ship's hold. Home sweet home.
What were the questions, the trivia questions about the ship? How many crows are there in the crow's nest? How many fish are in the fish school underneath the ship when it's anchored? I guess we have to wait for it to anchor.
I can't see anything.
Climb in there? Maybe, maybe not. Let's check out the rudder. Here and there.
I can't see anything.
Climb over the railing. Pretty small anchor for a ship this size.
Yeah, it looks like it'd be more useful for fishing than stopping.
Check out the rudder because it's furthest to the left. Holy shit, 8 minutes? Why is the timer 8 minutes?
That's a big rudder.
Oh, but you know what we gotta do now, right? Do we wait 8 minutes? What do you guys think? Is it worth it? He's getting older! Do we use 8 minutes of stream time just to see if we die? I don't know. I feel... It's worth it? It's a long time! I want to get through this game because I want to start playing Hitman. At least it's less than 10. Do it for the tree? Hey, if you want to sit here, I should have taken my break while we were doing this. Damn. Well, how was your day? What was the next game I wanted to play? I talked about it the other week. I'm going to play, technically Hitman 3, but the new Hitman trilogy, which you can import into the last one and play. Because I've been playing the older ones. And... What's this? Oh, never mind. You will get to see me puzzling things out and failing and getting caught. Oh, there's a beep there. Your personal biggest exposure to Hitman is RT Game being a complete psychopath in it. I have heard that, I've seen that name. People were talking about him streaming Ace Attorney or something recently. But I don't watch a lot of bigger content creators. I don't watch a lot of content creators, I'm too busy making my own. Murdering an entire map of civilians with a fish and shoving them in a freezer. Okay. I haven't been watching much of the new games because I want to preserve my not knowing of stuff. But I played through the original 5 games, which were sort of an eclectic mix of very old stuff, in my own time. Because I have to stream things, or I have to play things from their, oldest form. And that has taught me enough about how that basically works for me to be like, yeah, I can blind stream this. I don't like blind streaming things that I know nothing about, but I think I know enough about this to be like, yeah, I think I can get away with this. Except that some of the challenges in the one I just played, Absolution, were very, very irritating. You had to knock out like 50 people without being seen once. And it took about an hour and a half, and if you get seen once, you have to start again from the beginning. Spending most of my time hiding in a cornfield, using a radio to lure a guard near me, and then garrote wiring them, and then they vanish beneath the cornfield. The new trilogy apparently is better, yes. You see a guy that is very silly play Hitman. Call me Kevin. I have heard that name, but again, I don't watch. Knocked out an entire map, dragged them all into a wine presser, and then turned it on. Yeah, I mean, that stuff does sound fun. Like, I don't think... The way I work as a gamer is that I like to complete things, so what I know about the trilogy is that it has a bunch of, like, challenge lists, and so I would want to, like, try and do as many of those as I can. That's what I did with Absolution. Every mission had a bunch of challenges, and I completed all of them before I stopped playing the game. That's why it took me 2 weeks to play Absolution, where it took me, like, 3 days to play the others. Because for the older ones, I was using a guide pretty stringently, on account of how I didn't want to take too long because they were old and clunky. For the new ones, because I'm streaming, yeah, we're not going to guide it, unless I get very stuck, but I'm more likely to ask stream for thoughts than I am to look things up. But it seems like each stage, a given run of a stage takes you what? I guess when you're new to it, it might take you half an hour or more, but like, then you get into the rhythm of how it works and you start like going for specific outcomes, and it seems like a very flexible game. And yeah, doing stupid stuff like trying to kill everybody, that might be fun as well. It seems like a good like theme park of murder. Alright, minute left. Let's go. Yeah, I watched a bit of the Paris map, so I do know how one of the stories, or two of the stories in the Paris map work. Which is a bit of a shame, because I'll probably do those first, because I already seen them be done. But that's what I did, that's what I watched to be like, hey, does this game look good? I had to see something, you know? I think that's the first major map that you play, anyway. So I know that you can, like, dress up as a model. And also that you can, lure a guy to a meeting or something and then push him. But beyond that, I've only seen, like, vague glimpses of stuff. And there's a new mode coming in a couple of months as well, which is more repeatable. I don't know. It's... Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Dad, you didn't die. Quit goofing around.
You're right. I could still hold my breath a little longer. But time was running out.
What? Is that it? 5:45. They changed it to 5:45. Do we have more time? Do we wait again? No, Monkey Island 2 didn't let us die either. Monkey Island 1 gave us a proper game over if we wait 10 minutes. But in Monkey Island 2 there was a similar sequence with the lava. Not the lava, the acid pit. But Elaine, because it's a framing device in that game as well, Elaine is like, Guybrush, you didn't fucking die. We're here talking to me. Yeah, that's 8 minutes plus 5:45. So that's what? 13 minutes and 45 seconds? That's longer. It would have been cool if it was just 2 minutes. If they were like, ha, you get 10 minutes after all. I don't want to wait even longer. I guess we will. Okay. Doesn't even make sense, because in Monkey Island 1 you were stuck underwater. Sometimes it's 12, sometimes it's 8. God. He never claims 14. What is on his back? It's part of the disguise, I guess, but like he's just got a patch on his back of his coat. But it looks like underwear. Embarrassing underwear. I love that it's got the time though, because in the other games you didn't have that. You just had to sit there and wait and either calculate it in your head or just have faith that the waiting would one day end. But here, blip, 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 blip. Two minutes left. I'm fascinated by the fact that this doesn't add up. Like, why 8 and then 5:45? That's so random. What's the hole in the back of Guybrush's head? Is that meant to be like ghost hair, or has he got a hat on? I don't really want to move him, because we can't turn him around without taking him out of the water, and I'm doing that. What? Oh god, the game idled! Hadn't moved my cursor, I guess. I thought it crashed, or I'd had problems or something. It must have done that on my break. It must have stopped playing the music after a few minutes. Guess the game sort of goes into some sort of freeze mode. "30 seconds for the second time." I could have been solving so many puzzles. No, we have to watch a man drown. Beep. 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 Beep.
Dad, stop it!
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were this into my story. I'll try to be more serious.
Oh, come on! No. No. Three times. Okay. Okay. Unless they're doing like the... Okay, it is going down. They're giving us less time. We can do 3 minutes. I can do 3 minutes. It does keep dropping. Threepwood just seems like a real bad narrator. Maybe. 2 minutes. 2 minutes and a half. The framing device does make actual death kind of impossible. Two minutes again. Third time. If it doesn't work this time, well, okay, it depends. It depends on how small the timer gets, because if the timer really gets short, then it's worth waiting for to see if it eventually comes to 0. But I'm not going to let this game trick me into spending the rest of my stream clinging onto the rudder of a ship. Because, yeah, for all that we can stall by talking about Hitman, all this section is doing is making it take longer for us to get to Hitman. "60 seconds. What would Agent 47 use on Guybrush? Porcelain garrote wire? Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Many years ago, on this very day, Guybrush Threepwood died from what authorities would later call an accidental drowning. He leaves behind his beloved wife Elaine. They had no children. While he had many mighty adventures, the most important one of all went unfulfilled. The secret has never been found. Threepwood is a liar! There we go. We're back with an 8-minute timer. Alright, is there anything down here?
That's a big rudder.
Yeah, I know, but there's nothing else. Nah. Just go back up. I've been pretty patient. I've been playing Hitman for like 3 weeks. A lot of waiting. A lot of the challenges are kill them in a specific way, and in order to do that, you just have to wait for their routine to bring them there.
This one doesn't open.
Can we knife it? No. Oh, in fact, we can't even interact with it anymore. Okay. How about here?
This one doesn't open.
Fine, railing then. Oh, it was an achievement. The achievement I got is called Dead... Shush. The achievement I got is called Dead, Dead, Dead.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah.
This is a bunch of empty containers of monkey blood and squid ink.
Blah, blah.
Ha. Give me a card.
Blah, blah, blah.
How many different geckos can you spot at the monkey head? I don't know that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should keep it for now.
Blah, blah. And so, having slaughtered them to a man, I claimed my prize. Feast your eyes on this, me hearties, the one and only map showing the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island.
Yeah.
The map will be kept in my cabin. No one is to touch it or disturb it in any way. Now, before we can follow the map, obviously we must make our way to Monkey Island itself. Let's have the potion report.
Wait, there's a potion?
You don't remember that from my other story? To get to Monkey Island, you have to brew a special potion.
But you and LeChuck had both been there before. Why couldn't you just sail there?
It doesn't work like that. You have to make the potion every time.
How does the potion work?
I don't know. Nobody does. It's magic. It just helps you find Monkey Island.
What's in it?
Oh, let's see. It's got squid ink and monkey blood and a pressed skull. I definitely remember that. Also cinnamon, mint, and brimstone, and some coloring and preservatives. Oh, and a live chicken. But listen, you shouldn't worry about this yet. Wait till you're 12 or so.
Okay, I think I got it.
The potion is nearly finished, Captain.
The bosun?
All that's left is one flattened skull, and we'll be ready to cook it.
You can't see the name tag there over my overlay. Putra.
Excellent. You there, in the back. New guy.
Me?
You look familiar somehow.
God, it's not LeChuck.
Do you ever go to Swabby conventions?
Well, no matter. Go and get us a skull. A flat one. Any questions?
Why do we need a skull?
To finish the voodoo potion. We just went over this.
Like, the guy who played human LeChuck in Tales was better.
Well, why does it have to be a flat skull?
Because the recipe says so.
Where should I look for a skull?
That's your problem.
Can I have a raise?
Sure. Straight into the rigging, where you'll hang by your ankles for the next few years.
Got it? Never mind.
Yeah, you get used to it.
Bob!
Where should I look for a skull?
That's your...
Alright, yeah.
Okay, I'm on it. One skull. Flat.
Be quick about it then. Meeting adjourned.
We'll finish the potion and then I'll see about getting my hands on that map. Now, the potion smells like it's ready to go. It's just missing the flattened skull.
I do appreciate the continuity of the potion being the exact same thing as in the first game, except, you know, they don't repeat the puzzle, they just streamline it.
How's the potion coming?
You heard the captain. It's nearly finished. Go and find a flattened skull like he told you to. If you can't do that, find a regular skull and flatten it.
Is anyone else suddenly worried for Murray's health?
Nice looking skull you've got there, Apple Bob.
Now, before you get any ideas, I'm a ghost. My skull won't work. And Putra already asked. Why don't you stick your own head in the pot and see what happens?
Relax, I was just making conversation.
And that is definitely the Bob from the first game, because it's they've kept the voice actor, and he's doing the same voice. Rob Paulson again.
I'll find a skull someplace else. Sorry if I offended you.
Oh, that's okay. I know you're under pressure.
Bob was the other ghost pirate from the first game.
Looks like it's empty.
That didn't seem empty to me. There was a solid enough boom, in fact.
This is a bunch of empty containers of preservatives and coloring agents. I think it's just a sculpture. I hope it's just a sculpture. This is a bunch of empty containers of preservatives and coloring agents.
Chat with Flambe the Lookout, climb to the crow's nest, look
The
up.
crow's nest is up there.
I want to see the crow's nest. I have a trivia card for the crow's nest. Could you get out of the way?
Shouldn't you be up in the crow's nest doing lookout stuff?
The best show is down here. I want to see if you screw up this thing with this skull.
Can I check the crow's nest for a skull?
There's nothing you need up there.
There's the answer to a trivia card.
Any ideas for where to find a skull?
I'm really more of a watcher than a helper.
What's it like working for LeChuck?
I can't complain.
Really?
It's in the employee handbook. No complaining. You'll live longer if you remember that, new guy.
Do we have a union?
You sure don't, Swabby.
Gotta go. I've got a job to do.
My condolences. There's nothing you need up there, new guy.
Damn you, Flambe! Do not pet the ship's cat.
The very first item in the ship's safety procedures is never to try to pet Scruffles.
Attempt to pet Scruffles. Read the sign.
Top deck schedule. 1 bell, crew voting. 2 bells, LeChuck shouting.
I shouldn't ring this right now.
Now's not a good time to attract attention.
Later.
Toasty. Toasty. Pardon me, fearsome leader.
I told ye to find a flattened skull. Do it! Before I decide to use yours instead.
Ahem.
I told ye to...
Ah, LeChuck. You're just not LeChuck, are you? Into the ship. Ooh, the scary man's over there. We have a sign?
Reminder to all crew. Extinguish demon fire with the proper extinguishment. Other methods will not work.
Trivia card? What is the first rule of melee jail? No escaping.
Stop overfeeding Molly, you rotten clods. She has digestive trouble and I'm tired of cleaning it up. These open plan offices are all the rage now. Oh, I barely touched it. It just fell apart. I was barely even here. I guess it's a good sign if they're not trying to leave.
Ooh, LeChuck's cabin. It's got a... What's that again? It's not a name tag. Name plate.
It doesn't do much to cut the chill in here, but I'll take what I can get. Nice. A slideshow of creepy zombie guys.
Feels like I've seen this before.
Wait a minute. That looks exactly like Elaine's wedding veil. Ooh, I can't decide which is more disturbing. LeChuck somehow stealing Elaine's wedding veil, or him having a copy made. If I'm wrong about what that is, taking it would be a big mistake. If I'm right, it would be a bigger one.
Not taking the wedding veil.
Toasty. Toasty. I know art is supposed to grab you, but this is taking it too far.
Oh, that's weird. Can we, like, blow out these burning candles? With chicken feed? Can we burn the pamphlet? No.
You're out and about.
Pick up Murray, that's new.
Hey, Murray, why don't you come with me? I can show you around the ship.
No.
Take Murray against his will.
Hey.
How's it going in there, Murray?
You will pay for this indignity, you worthless skull napper.
How's it going in there, Murray?
You will pay for this indignity, you worthless skull napper.
Can we combine it with anything? Him. We also have the screws. That's curious. Don't really know. Do we have a press on this ship? Oh, I don't want to do that to Murray. I'm thinking of hint booking though, because Murray is the only obtainable skull on the ship if there was only a way to flatten him. Fuck, we have to do it. Probably not down here. Unless something's changed.
That's a big rudder.
You flatten Murray with the rudder? I doubt it. I don't know how that would make sense.
That's a big rudder.
No.
Yeah, it looks like it'd be more useful for fishing than stopping.
Give the voodoo lady a name and get rid of the talking skull. I don't think it'll kill him. There's not a lot here. We can't go any further to the left. We get done by the... I'm gonna hint book again. I don't know what to do. Maybe there's a tool on the lower deck. As in, where we found Murray? Can we go in there without him following us?
I wonder what's for dinner.
Oh. There we go.
Aha! You're out and about.
Fuck. Oh, but we can just climb up now. That's good. Can we?
Aha! You're out and about.
What? It just fell apart. I was barely even here.
I don't know. I don't want to sit here speculating. The laundry machine is broken. Fix it. Screws? Many hours later.
I'll probably do my shirt in a few weeks when it starts to get mossy.
Flatten Murray!
Let me apologize in advance. You're gonna have to take one for the team.
I see no team. Only you, withered zombie man. Let me assure you that whatever you're planning,
He's definitely, Danny Delk here. His voice has definitely lost a little bit of power, but it's got the same tone.
will be nothing compared to the torments that I will...
Murray.
The headache from my old cannon injury is gone.
Oh, good.
And replaced with a brand new, even more excruciating one. I would admire your methods if they had been used on someone else.
Thanks, I guess.
Murray does like torture, just probably not of himself. Talk to the very flattened Murray.
How's it going in there, Murray?
I don't want to talk to you right now, except to say that exquisite punishments await you at your final resting place.
Toss Murray into the cauldron.
I have a skull. Should I put it in the pot?
Is it flat?
Uncomfortably so.
Then yes.
Murray, I'm afraid I've got more bad news for you.
I, Murray, do not hear bad news. I am bad news.
Yeah, like, he's delivering his lines quieter than he used to. It would be, I, Murray, do not hear bad news. I am bad news. That would be the 90s or the 1000s, Murray.
My visage is the harbinger, striking abject terror into the loins of those who merely glimpse me.
Unless they're looking at you from the side, in which case they might be afraid of getting a paper cut.
You have crushed me with a mangle. Yes, but I am unstoppable. There is nothing you can do to diminish my...
Next stop, Monkey Island.
Swabby!
Good.
Why are you out of the old? You're not ready for the deck. Where's your mop? And also...
Oh no. Oh, Gullet. Oh, you're in trouble.
I can explain, sir. I guess you'll be first swab now, whatever your name is.
A promotion. I won't let you down.
This'll be ruined now it's spilled. Start making the potion again. I'll be in me cabin, gritting me collection of other people's teeth.
Redo the potion? Is that even possible? No! We barely scraped together the ingredients the first time. We're out of almost everything. Who wants to tell LeChuck? No one should tell LeChuck. Let's not be stupid. Let's tip the cauldron back and pretend we're working on it. Maybe he'll forget about it eventually. You don't know LeChuck like I do. But it'll buy us some time.
Is this one of those times where you substitute different stuff for all the ingredients and it works anyway?
No, they were right. We couldn't make the potion again.
But you told me that you can't get to Monkey Island unless you make the potion.
Well, I did. But as it turns out, there is a way. We storytellers call what's happening now a twist.
Okay, so what did you do? Was there a magic map? An ancient sea creature? Did you move the island instead of the ship?
Whoa there. Do you want to tell the story or listen to me?
Do I have to answer that?
There was an important piece of the puzzle that I hadn't seen yet. I started by looking around the ship for opportunities.
Hey!
Can we, like, blow Murray up again? In the inflate sense, not the explosion sense.
How's it going in there, Murray?
I don't know what you're planning now, but I'm going to see you burn for it.
That looks like a permanent stain. Ew, smells worse than it looks. It's empty now. What's that?
Blendering prospects.
You won't need those. I'll find a way for us to get to Monkey Island. Hey, Bob. Have you got any ideas on how to get to Monkey Island that don't involve a voodoo potion?
My mind's a blank. I try to keep it that way if possible.
Hey, Bob. Have you got any...
My mind's a blank.
Well, let's see.
This is a bunch of empty containers of monkey blood and squid ink. Looks like it's empty.
And yet...
Then it better be the sound of you working, Swabby.
Sure. Ooh, we can go up now.
The crow's nest is up there.
Can we count the thingies? What are the thingies? How many crows are there in the ship's crow's nest? Yeah, it's looking like none. I'm thinking none. The answer is none. Well, we all like Murray better than Guybrush. Trivia card. The coat of arms on the Bermuda Ice Castle. I don't know that. How many? 4, 5. So we're still at 5, so we still have 2 spaces for new ones. Scan the horizon. Oh shit. Movable. Very movable.
Hey, Flambe! Ship ahoy! You should try looking through this thing once in a while.
Things are simpler when I don't.
You might be right in this case. It's Captain Madison! Ready the cannons!
Don't worry about it. LeChuck already knows they're out there. And also he threw out the cannonballs. They were metric.
Wait, never mind. Something's going on. They've got a cauldron on deck. That looks like a cinnamon stick. Mint, squid ink. Hey, wait a minute. I know that recipe. They didn't come to sink us. Those weasels are going to Monkey Island.
Okay.
Those double-crossing thieves. That's piracy.
I'm not sure what else you were expecting under the circumstances.
Why aren't they happier? A well-placed stab in the back is cause for celebration.
Well, 3 captains on the same ship. What the fuck do you think? Hell, they're even making a broth. There's a saying for that.
Aha! They're missing a skull. We don't need a potion because they have one.
What? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Make ready to sail.
Do I look like a quartermaster to you? You sure don't look like one to me.
I'll go talk to Iron Rose. This is gonna be great.
If you say so, Swabby.
I've got an idea for how we can get to Monkey Island.
So you said. You should tell Iron Rose about it. Or someone who cares, if you can find such a person.
It must be dangerous for him to read that book. Like, if he needs to, like, look real close.
These things get more sophisticated every year.
Would that we all did the same.
Well, looks like they haven't figured out their skull problem yet. Good.
Captain Lila in particular looked to be staring straight at us. Well, let's go upwards and see if we can, Oh, no LeChuck. I thought we were stealing this ship, by the way, Guybrush. We appear to just be... Honestly, this is weirdly Hitman. We're in a disguise, we're hiding in plain sight, we're amongst the enemy. This is what I've been doing in Hitman.
Oops.
Why does steering the ship create a screaming sound? I should be able to go to the galley now as well. We will talk to Rose, but I want to go to the galley. Oh, is LeChuck in his room?
You, Swabby, come over here. Ye be new to my ship. I like to meet each of my crew. What's your name, Swabby?
Mike. Do we want to be Mike, Bloodsword the Feared, Crazy Beard the Beardless, Eye Gouger the Reckless, or Swabby? I kind of want to be Crazy Beard the Beardless, but there's something to be said for Mike. Mike. Yeah, alright, we'll do Mike.
Mike.
Look, I'm just going to call you Swabby. It's not good for the chain of command if we get too friendly. Any questions? None? Good. I likes an unquestioning crew. Now, get back to work before I use your entrails as bait. Wait! Don't forget the keel hauling tomorrow at 4. I like to think of it as a team-building exercise.
I won't.
You have keel-hauled me before.
Shouldn't ye be swabbing?
Yeah, but I wanted to take the veil.
What do you think you're doing, Swabby? Back where you belong.
You squeezing a stress ball?
What do you want, Swabby?
Why exactly are you trying to find the secret of Monkey Island?
The secret of Monkey Island has tormented many a pirate. Some believe it doesn't exist, that it's just a myth or a joke concocted by a fool. None has been more obsessed over it than that idiot Guybrush. Me? I think it holds a mystical power to be harnessed for evil. And as an added bonus, it will drive Threepweed over the edge of madness.
Threepwood. Wood, with 2 O's.
What was your name again?
Swabby, with 2 B's. Mind if I take a look at that map you were waving around earlier?
Don't touch the map. That be the one true map to the secret of Monkey Island. Procured by me at great expense and no small amount of trouble. So I'll not have you touching it, even with your eyeballs. Leastwise, not while they still reside in your skull.
Are you sure I can't take a peek at the map to the secret? I just washed my hands.
Touching that map is a shortcut to being keel-hauled.
I may have figured out a way to get to Monkey Island. I spotted another ship making a potion, and we can just follow them.
What does that nameplate say? The one there, on my desk.
It says LeChuck.
And LeChuck is a leader, not a follower. One more thing, Swabby. Now that you be first swab, you'll be needing to fill out the Swabby report. Take this report, fill it out, and give it to Iron Rose for her initials. Some say it's grog that keeps a pirate ship running. It's not. It's paperwork. What? What do you want?
Didn't Guybrush Threepwood get to Monkey Island years ago?
Guybrush Threepwood is a fancy-pants-wearing third-rate sailor and a has-been pirate. He stole the woman I loved, and I will eat his heart at the gates of hell.
Did you really love Elaine, or was it more of a...
My patience is wearing thin, Swabby! Now get out of here so I can think! What do you want?
The voodoo potion spell thingamajig is coming along great. Nothing to worry about.
Then, why are you bothering me about it? Now get out of here so I can think!
I think I'll get out of here now. Yeah, he's trying. Like, it's a fine performance, it's just... It's not LeChuck, it's a problem. It'd be a fine other demon zombie ghost pirate, but it's not LeChuck. Hello, Flare Gory?
I've got an idea for how we can get to Monkey Island after all.
Does Iron Rose know you're working on that? Instead of swabbing things that need swabbing?
Not yet, but I'm on my way to tell her. I've got an idea for how we...
Does Iron Rose...
Not yet, but...
Putra is the chef, I guess.
Can I give you a hand washing these plates?
Nah, I already did those.
Really?
That's held shut with a pretty sturdy piece of timber.
Trivia card.
At first I thought the privy must be behind there, but no, it's just the pantry. Ugh. What is all this stuff anyway?
Oh, you know, urchin husks, bile duck extract, sugar, fangweed. Nothing unusual.
Yeah, like, a lot of characters are not speaking loudly enough. It's like, maybe they all recorded it in their home studios during COVID isolation and they couldn't, I don't know. Like, Murray is quiet, LeChuck is just, yeah, it's like, or I'll hang you! It's like that volume instead of, or I'll hang... Like, see the difference? I couldn't do a whole sentence with that yelling, though, because it is the middle of the night.
You'd think on a ship there would be opportunity to change the water once in a while. Can I ask about that pepper shaker?
It was demon pepper, made from demon peppers, which are basically the hottest peppers you can get. Do not, under any circumstances, put it on anything you intend to eat.
I like spicy food.
Not like this. Burns on the way in, burns on the way out. In between, burns. Doesn't matter though. The shaker's empty. I'm all out.
Well, why are you warning me about it?
It sounds like screaming, but really quiet. It's hard to tell if those are for cooking or combat.
It's cute that you think there's a difference.
I've got an idea for how we can get to Monkey Island after all.
Good for you, Swabby. You should take that straight to the top.
LeChuck.
Of course not. I mean Iron Rose.
Right. Good thinking.
Yeah, there's nothing new here. We do have... Here's another trivia card to do. The voodoo lady's name is... Voodoo Lady Beth Karina. She has no name. Karina! Sacrilege.
That looks like a permanent stain. Ugh, smells worse than it looks. I've got an idea for how we can get to Monkey Island after all.
Sounds exciting. Rose is right over there. You should get her opinion on it.
I have an amazing idea.
Does it involve mopping?
No, it involves following another ship to Monkey Island. See, Captain Madison is just east of us right now.
Madison. Huh. She owes me money. And a hat.
They're brewing the potion to go to Monkey Island.
So
I'm gonna help them finish it, and then we follow them. All I need to do is get them a skull somehow. Make ready to sail.
No.
We don't even want to go to Monkey Island.
Gullet gave us a perfect excuse to skip it, and now you're about to screw it up.
Let's lock.
Why is every crew member on every ship in the Monkey Island franchise outside of Reginald von Winslow just uncooperatively awful to their captain? Even the evil guys!
Him in the hole.
Whoa, hang on. I'm a little surprised to hear this.
You shouldn't be. But so far, you haven't struck me as the brightest candle in the box.
There's nothing on that island except for the secret.
The secret doesn't split 6 ways.
7.
LeChuck only wants it because of his obsession with that stale glass of milk Guybrush Threepwood.
Hi, Did I tell you guys he asked about a job on the ship? Threepwood.
The secret is a mystery for the ages that must be solved.
That's great, but someone else can solve it.
We're not public-spirited people. We're pirates.
I think you're making a mistake.
Let's put it to a vote.
Voting is supposed to be at 1 bell. Fair enough.
Pay attention, Swabby. This is how we make decisions on a pirate ship. The matter before the crew is the question of whether we should go to Monkey Island. I vote nay.
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 Aye.
The vote to go has to be unanimous. It isn't. Meeting adjourned.
What? Unanimous?
It's a really annoying and elaborate term used to describe you need to get 5 separate individuals to see things your way.
It means I had to convince each and every member of the crew to change their vote.
Wow.
It's empty now. Listen, about that trip to Monkey Island.
That we voted against.
Exactly. I want to try to persuade you to change your mind about it. Or if not your mind, then at least your vote.
Good luck with that. I'm regretting hiring you right now.
As quartermaster, it seems like you should be more loyal to LeChuck, who, I will point out, very much wants to go.
I've been with LeChuck a long time.
Exactly.
In the beginning, I really admired the way he saw the world.
As a big round box with a ribbon on it and the secret of Monkey Island inside?
I don't know, that's just it. I can't even remember what I found so inspiring. It makes it hard to follow his lead on a personal quest like the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh. Can we vote on going to Monkey Island again?
You want another vote? Go ring the bell yourself.
I still think you should vote to go to Monkey Island.
I don't want to talk about that now. I'm having a crisis of faith. About not being inspired by LeChuck to follow his lead.
Okay.
Bob, how about you? Bob, how about you?
I'd like to discuss your vote on the Monkey Island issue.
It's nay. I'm afraid going to Monkey Island doesn't really have anything in it for me.
Wouldn't the change of scenery be nice?
I've already been there.
I've seen lots of scenery.
How about I make it worth your while?
Go on.
I'll get you transferred to the other yardarm.
I've been there. I prefer this one.
I'll take your next shift.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were after my job. No thanks.
I'll be your best friend.
My best friend will always be the sea, or maybe Putra.
Well, what would you be interested in?
Well, I've got all I need, but I'm bored. We used to have an entertainment budget, but this fancy new ship is leveraged like crazy, so there are no frills anymore.
Entertainment, you say? I'm sure I could come up with something. Entertainment is my middle name.
Well, that's funny. Oh, I do like a good joke. They don't last very long, though.
Okay, we need to find him a joke book.
Bob, I confess I'm a little confused about what your job is. I mean, I know you hang up there all day. I'm just not sure why.
As yardarm hanger, I serve as an example to the crew of what might happen if they break the rules. It's an important role, though admittedly not an exciting one.
Doesn't sound that awful, to be honest. Just based on how well you're taking it. Flambe!
Working hard?
Never.
Does it hurt to have your head on fire?
I'm a demon. We're sort of all about that. You get used to it.
If you stuck your head in a bucket of water, would it help?
Demon fire burns underwater, so no.
I'm guessing you don't wear hats.
Once in a while, I look good in them. For a few seconds.
I can't stop thinking about your head. I mean, what it would be like to have a head that was on fire.
I can help you out with that if you are really curious.
Let's talk about your vote on going to Monkey Island. Are there any particular favors I can do for you? I don't know a lot about your interests.
My main interests are sleeping and eating. I try to do both as much as possible.
Preach. Do you have a favorite food?
Oh, yes. Scorched Alaska. Salty like widow's tears, sweet like revenge, and fiery like a hot poker to the tongue. Except when Putra makes it, unfortunately. She does not make it hot enough for my taste.
I can't stop thinking about what it would...
I can help you up.
What's the book?
It's a book of underworld jokes. Jokes from beyond the pale. Unheard of in this world.
Underworld jokes, you say? Any good?
Hilarious.
Would you describe that book as entertaining?
I would use a shorter word, but yes.
Think you'll be done reading soon?
Nah, I don't really have anything else to do.
About your vote.
It doesn't mean much to me one way or the other. But hey, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
You want me to scratch your back?
Figure of speech. No need to burn yourself. Do something nice for me, and maybe I help you.
Keep up the bad work.
Always.
Okay. Rose wants inspiration, Bob wants a laugh, Flambe wants a meal. Cat continues to not want pets.
Looks like it's empty.
Didn't mean to click on the cannon. What's that over there? Was it like the... Keep any and all limbs away from the bars.
Devil crabs like limbs, apparently.
Give him Murray. No. We'll use Murray again. Due time. Flare.
Flare?
What is it?
Forgive me, but I'm unclear. What exactly is your job on this ship?
I'm the second mate, bosun, gunner, ship surgeon, and composer. And I do the laundry.
Wow. Save a little for the rest of us, huh?
You after my jobs? Better not be. I need the cash. I'm saving up.
What are you saving up for?
None of your business, Swabby.
What's that you're working on?
It's theme music for LeChuck. I'm sketching out a melody. I'm happy with the first two notes. They're both dough. The repetition emphasizes LeChuck's relentless nature, his dogged pursuit of his goals. It's a quality I admire. Still working on the other notes. My target is 7 total. I'm hoping to work in an augmented fourth to make it sound demonic.
Right. I understand completely.
You must have some scrubbing to get to, right, Swabby?
How's the score going?
It would be going a lot better with fewer interruptions.
Flare?
What?
Can we talk about your vote on going to Monkey Island?
No.
Oh, come on. There must be something I can do for you. Something you want?
Nothing you can give me.
Try me.
Okay, fine. Earlier today, I lost my grandmother's whale knife. It was a gorgeous heirloom. I treasured it. And now it's gone. Bring me the knife, and I'll vote for your stupid plan.
Great. Can you tell me where and when you last saw it?
It was sticking out of Gullet's back. Right after I stabbed him with it. Probably still there.
LeChuck threw Gullet over the side.
Yep. Joke's on you, Swabby. And I guess on me, too. Now beat it. I'm busy.
Is he, stuck to the rudder? Oh, we also got the first swab's report. Log messes found around the ship. Can we pen that?
That seems dangerous. I better just show it to Iron Rose like I'm supposed to.
Oh, okay. What did she say about the theme song?
Flare?
What?
What do you mean?
How's the score going?
It would be going a lot.
Flare?
Yeah.
Not much.
Well, how come you stabbed Gullet?
Might just be a joke.
He asked too many questions.
How many questions did he ask?
1.
So, Putra.
Chef? Putra? Please call me Chef. Everybody does.
They do?
No, never. But they should.
How come people don't call you Chef?
Because they're a bunch of pedestrian clods who wouldn't know a great meal if it hit them in the mouth. Which, by the way, it often does, if you cook it right.
Or wrong.
But mainly it's because technically I am a cook, not a chef. It's a job title.
Heh.
So a chef is better than a cook?
Not necessarily. I mean, a good cook makes better food than a lousy chef. But being a cook is mostly about mastery of materials and technique, whereas a chef adds artistry, improvisation, and innovation. Anyone who's tasted my boiled monkfish and haggis dumplings should agree that I deserve that title.
So a chef outranks a cook?
Yeah, of course on a ship this size I'd still be the only one making food, so that part doesn't mean anything. It's just about the recognition.
Does a chef get paid more than a cook?
I mean, yes, but on this ship, not enough to make a difference. It's the principle of the thing.
Well, have you tried to get a promotion?
Only about a dozen times. I keep the written request handy, complete with case studies and cost-benefit analysis. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this. But LeChuck refuses to sign it.
Management.
Yeah.
What exactly is a scorched Alaska?
Imagine a dessert shaped like a huge legless jellyfish with a texture like ice cream wrapped in packing foam, and it sets your face on fire when you eat it.
Appetizing.
Not really.
No.
Did you know Gullet well?
Sure. He and I were the only zombies in the crew until you came along.
Sometimes I forget I'm a zombie.
No, I don't. Every time I try to get a decent cooking job at a restaurant or some swanky manor house, they say I'm too green, and they play it off like they're talking about experience level, but I know what they mean. Zombies need not apply. We don't want them rotting near the food. You must have experiences like that.
They think all we want to do is eat brains.
Which, to be honest, I do want. But not constantly. That's a terrible stereotype.
How did you become a zombie?
Oh, the usual way. I was at the Culinary Academy at the time. At first, I thought I was having an allergic reaction to some strawberries. How about you?
Me? I was asleep at the time?
That is so common.
At first, I thought it was a hangover. What was Gullet like?
Well, you'll have noticed he was a bit of a bully.
Not at all.
He didn't have much power or control in his life, and he was insecure about that. So he compensated by being domineering, vicious, and cruel whenever he had the opportunity.
You don't say.
But he had his good side. He wrote poetry. Nobody else knows that. He kept it a secret. He was always afraid someone would steal his ideas. Not that anyone would have. His poems were total garbage.
Anyway.
I don't suppose you know how to make scorched Alaska?
Of course I can make scorched Alaska, but I'm not going to.
Why not?
Scorched Alaska is the kind of thing that requires a skilled chef. Apparently, I'm still only a cook.
We gotta get you promoted.
Are you sure you don't want to make a scorched Alaska?
Like I said, Scorched Alaska calls for a chef.
I'd like to try to sway you on the Monkey Island vote.
Save your breath, I'm unswayable. There's only one opinion I value, and that's Iron Rose's. She's the smartest one on the ship.
Second smartest.
Now that you mention it, I'm remembering that I said just last week that I'd always vote with Rose. So I'm gonna do that on this too. Whatever way Rose votes, that's how I'll vote. Thanks for reminding me.
Oh. You sure I can't change your mind on the Monkey Island issue?
Yeah, I'm voting whatever way Rose votes.
Okay.
This feels like an oddly linear system. Yeah, so we do need to get her promoted.
I'll let you get back to cooking.
Yeah.
Putra makes a compelling case for promotion. Why don't I see if I can make some headway with your promotion? I think LeChuck likes me.
Sure, knock yourself out. If nothing else, we'll all get some entertainment out of it.
Putra makes a compelling case for promotion.
Forge LeChuck's signature.
I don't think I could mimic his signature. It's pretty distinctive.
Well, then use the nameplate.
Can't you see me be thinking? Make it quick, Swabby! Is this about a promotion for Putra again? I've told her 100 times I'm never going to sign that. Now get out of here so I can think!
Can we combine the papers?
Hiding Putra's promotion request in with my Swabby report isn't going to be any use. Putra needs her request to be authorized by LeChuck himself, not the quartermaster. I don't think I could mimic his signature. It's pretty distinctive.
Keep your eyes off that map, Swabby!
Okay, well, I don't know how to approach that one. What we can do is the starting thing. We could show this to her. No? Yeah.
Could you initial this report, please?
This doesn't look complete. I'm sure you can find more wrong on this ship than that.
Okay. That looks like a permanent stain. Ew, smells worse than it looks.
Ah, we have to add stuff to the report.
Disgraceful.
So we're looking for messes. Not that.
This is a bunch of empty containers of monkey blood and squid ink.
We added the report.
It's like no one on this ship has heard of recycling.
Okay, I assume the other box...
Looks like it's empty.
Don't count, but what about this? Nope.
This is a bunch of empty containers of preservatives and coloring ink. I've already added the empty crates to my report.
Yeah. What about the cat?
Top deck schedule. 1 bell, crew voting. 2 bells, LeChuck shouting.
You could do 2 bells to get LeChuck out of his cabin. Rat.
I guess it's a good sign if they're not trying to leave?
Stop, stop, stop.
Ghost rats. Ugh.
Can't you see me be thinking? Make it quick, Swabby!
Nothing in LeChuck's needs reporting on.
Flair?
Not you.
What is it?
I'll leave you alone now.
Yes, you will.
You'd think on a ship there would be opportunity to change the water once in a while. You might want to change this water someday. Just a thought.
It's not water. I'm marinating the plate scrapings for tomorrow's dinner.
Wow.
It would take forever to itemize in here. I'll just make a blanket entry for the whole galley. What's the soup of the day?
Some former crew members who didn't work out.
Yikes.
It's a delicacy.
So how's the report? Potion stain on upper deck, unsecured trash, empty crates on upper deck, ghostly vermin infestation below decks, entire galley is an unsanitary disaster, and we need one more thing. Quite possibly the grease on the open porthole.
It's revolting. And it's a slipping hazard.
And it's your fault.
That's it. I've completed my report. I should
show it to Iron Rose.
Could you initial this report, please?
Huh. Yes. Very thorough.
See? I am good at my job.
I wouldn't go that far. Here. I've got a bunch of other reports ready for the captain's signature. Why don't you take him the whole stack?
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's a stack of papers waiting for LeChuck's signature. It's a stack of papers, including Putra's promotion paperwork.
Can't you see me be thinking? Make
Here
it
you go.
quick, Swabby! Paperwork. Okay, hand it over. All stamped. Now please give me some peace and quiet.
Right.
It's Chef Putra's request for promotion, stamped by LeChuck.
Congratulations, Chef.
Good news, Chef Putra. You're officially promoted.
I'm a chef! Chef Putra! Thanks, Swabby. You're amazing. I owe you one.
First swab. So, Chef, you sure I can't change your mind on the Monkey Island issue?
I do owe you one, but I'm still voting whatever way Rose votes.
Okay. Now that you're a chef, would you make me a scorched Alaska?
Of course. I have to warn you, though, it's not going to be very spicy. It'll be fine. You wouldn't like the full-strength version anyway.
Yes, I would. We can't move.
Some
There we
chefs
go.
these days use dandruff out of a can. But I would never take a shortcut like that. One scorched Alaska, extra mild.
Thanks. Remind me what you told me about the pepper?
It's very, very, very hot. And very empty.
Where do you get more then?
Whoa. I'm not sure those are quite dead yet. It won't keep anyone out, but it could keep something in. It's kind of soothing in a weird way. I don't think so.
Don't really have anything hot.
Salty.
Like, if we deliver this, he's just gonna say, this sucks. Right? Don't have any demon peppers. The hint book point us in any direction? How do I get flambés? How might you make it hot enough to satisfy him? Ooh, glowy.
Ready for cannon firing.
Impale the scorched Alaska on the hot pointy thing.
That seems promising, but inconvenient for carrying around.
Unless we actually burn it in the fire.
Hardly any warmer now.
Can we go back down to the... Here. I fucking knew he'd be here.
Gullet!
You!
That's Flair Gory's grandmother's whale knife. It's a beauty. He's pretty securely pinned there by the rudder. There's also a knife in his back, but that's clearly not why he's stuck. I have to say, I thought you were gone for good. I was feeling no small amount of pleasure about it, in fact.
It'll take more than a bath to get rid of old Gullet. Now pull me out of here before I hang you by your own intestines, Swabby.
Well, it's actually first swab now.
What is?
Me. LeChuck gave me your job.
You? Not likely.
I do prefer a management role. Less scrounging, more lounging.
I'm gonna give your pancreas to my rat for a pillow.
You might want to take a friendlier tone.
This is my friendly tone, you blabbering pile of excrement.
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes, more or less. How about you?
Well, technically, I don't have to breathe at all, but it's a reflex, isn't it? You can't really stop doing it, but it feels like drowning the whole time. So get me out of here right now, you colossal git.
I'm the only one who knows you're down here.
Not true. I know I'm down here, don't I?
I guess you've got me there.
Yeah, actually, good point.
If I leave you here, do you think you can free yourself?
Of course not. You think I haven't tried that already? It's a matter of leverage. As in, I'm gonna get a lever and smack you in the head with it if you don't get me out of here right now.
Once we set sail, you'll probably be crushed into paste by the rudder.
Why would you tell me that?
Well, in case you're worried about being stuck for a long time.
When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna eat both your legs, throw them up, and then eat them all over again.
It would be smart of me not to give you the opportunity then. Nice talking to you, Gullet.
What do you mean, nice talking to you?
Oh, I don't mean it literally, of course. Just politely ending our conversation.
Wait, no, get me out of here for pity's sake. You baboon! I'll get you for this.
How many schools of fish are down here? I think the answer... I've only really seen 2 types of fish. Wait, was that another? Shit. I kind of want to YOLO it. What are the answers, though? Jesus! No, how many fish are in the fish school underneath the jug ship? I see a fish. Yeah, I don't see a school. But I guess it's not anchored, is it?
You clown. That isn't gonna do any good. It wasn't even bothering me.
No, but now I have it.
It's Flair Gory's grandmother's whale knife. It's the ship's hold. Home sweet home?
Slip. Up you go. Oh.
Flair?
Yes?
Oh.
I'll leave you alone now.
Yes.
Give item direct.
I found your knife.
My grandmother's knife. Thanks, Swabby. I have no idea how you pulled that off, but I guess a deal's a deal. I'll vote for your stupid plan.
Perfect. Still need to steal the map. Still need to get the support of Iron Rose, Flambe, and Apple Bob. How do we hotify this bloody...
I'll probably do my shirt in a few weeks when it starts to get mossy.
What?
Yeah, LeChuck doesn't have the fire beard anymore. I'll tell you what I wanted to try, though. This might just give us a vote, but I wanted to ring the bell twice for LeChuck to yell.
That time again already?
There we go.
Well, let's get to it. All right, you bucket of worthless maggots! Why is the ship's cauldron still empty? I distinctly ordered a mystical voodoo potion. If a ship is going to function properly, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 flay you all alive, blah, blah.
I reckon we can't sneak past him,
blah, blah.
right? Will we get in trouble if we try to go past him there? So we go back down the railing?
And another thing.
No, just let's just go.
Blah, blah, blah.
I think we steal the map, right?
It's not much of a map. There's just some writing on it, but clearly it's important. It's not much of a map.
No?
There's just some writing on it, but clearly it's important.
Do we have to do that after? He isn't observant when it comes to pieces of paper. Do we swap it with the stamped papers?
This isn't remotely like a map. He'd notice it right away.
The onboarding pamphlet? No. Oh, the map to the mob tree.
A map's a map. I don't think he'll spot the difference. Now I just need a unanimous vote from the crew. No problem. Hopefully he'll be fooled for long enough.
Now, note, this doesn't distract LeChuck, this distracts everybody. So can we, fuck around in the galley? Put the scorched Alaska in the soup. Also, map to the secret. Begin your search of the red berry bush. Follow the stone monkey hand. Stick to the path by the wooden chicken. Sneak past the bees and heed the sign. X marks the spot. Warm up, Scorched Alaska.
Hardly any warmer now.
For fuck's sake. How do you do it then? Steal the empty demon pepper shaker.
It's empty. I don't need to clutter up my inventory with another item.
Fuck you, fucking peppers! Like a hot poker to the tongue. How might you create that effect? Put something very hot in it. Is it the glowy thing?
In conclusion, shape up, or the eels will be gnawing on your carcass! All right, same time tomorrow, then. Dismissed.
Okay, we got the glowy things here.
Ready for cannon firing.
Can I knife that off? Cut off the tip!
Not the most comfortable thing to keep in my pocket. This should make it good and scorchy. I don't think I should. I'm not big on fire eating.
There we go. I do like the hint book for this.
I had to call in a few favors, but I managed to get you this.
Scorched Alaska, sweet poisonous shades of my shady and poisonous childhood.
And he tosses the book. So it's a double whammy.
It seals me inside like a lost love. A masterpiece. There's one bite missing.
Well...
Much respect, Swabby. I am in your debt. I hate being in debt, so... let's just say I'll vote your way next time we talk about that plan of yours. The one with the monkeys.
Thank you.
Would you describe this book as...
I would use a shorter...
Would you describe this book as...
No.
I would use a...
Right click.
Would you describe...
I would use a short...
Oh my god, they swapped them.
You're not reading this. Can I borrow it?
Sure. I'll let you have it for the rest of the day.
Thanks. Working hard?
Never.
About your vote.
Relax. I'll back your play.
It's Flambe's Underworld Joke Book. All jokes about demons and otherworldly stuff. What do you like to do for fun?
Oh, pretty much anything. I'm easy.
Sea shanties?
Not really.
Historical novels?
I do enjoy reading.
Aha! Basket weaving?
Well, no.
Meditation?
Nah.
Yodeling?
Well, no.
Clog dancing?
Nah.
Bowling?
Not really.
Flea circus?
Nah.
Keel hauling?
Not so much.
Carpentry?
Nope.
Embroidery?
Well, no.
Whittling?
Not really.
Improvisational theater?
Nah.
Whistling?
Nope.
Model shipbuilding?
Not really.
Philosophical discussion?
Not really.
Water ballet?
Nope.
Animal husbandry?
Not really.
Gin rummy?
Not so much.
Biographies?
I do enjoy reading.
Checkers?
Not really.
Autobiographies?
I do enjoy reading.
Adventure stories?
I do enjoy reading.
Travel guides?
I do enjoy...
Self-help books?
I do enjoy...
Crime thrillers?
I do enjoy...
Speculative fantasy?
I do enjoy reading.
Romance novels?
I do enjoy...
Reading?
I do enjoy reading.
Reading?
I do enjoy reading.
Reading?
I do enjoy reading.
I think he likes reading.
I'll see what I can find.
Have a book.
Hey, Bob, I've got a great book for you.
Hey, this looks promising. Thanks. I owe you one.
Can I count on your vote to go to Monkey Island?
Sure, no problem.
How's the book, Bob?
Oh, it's very funny. I don't think I've ever heard any of the jokes before.
Good. So you're still on my side about the Monkey Island vote, right?
Sure.
Okay, so now it's just Rose. Inspirational onboarding pamphlet. Give her the inspirational reading.
Do you remember giving me this at my orientation? It's got some good stuff in it.
Oh, yeah. I put it together myself, you know.
No kidding.
Betray trust, commit fraud, threaten bodily harm. So unswerving, so unapologetically ruthless. This really takes me back.
Me too. Back to earlier today in my case.
LeChuck is really an amazing leader.
You can hang on to that if you like.
Nah, thanks, I'm good. Now that I've remembered why it is that I'm willing to follow LeChuck anywhere, even when I think he's doing something stupid.
Just so we're clear, that means you're gonna vote to go to Monkey Island now?
Yes, even though I know you want me to.
Works for me. I think I've got everyone's support now. Time to call for another vote.
Presumably he's laughing at the book. What happens if we ring the bell 3 times?
What?
Nothing.
One bell. Voting hour.
The meeting is called to order. Are there any matters to be voted on?
Where's Flambe?
Following Madison's ship to Monkey Island, on which I vote aye.
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 6 in favor, none opposed.
I hope you're happy, Grandma.
Everybody, get ready. We'll follow the other ship as soon as she gets underway.
Yes!
So then you went to Monkey Island.
Almost. It was time to send Murray back to Madison. Somehow. So, everything's more or less ready to go?
As soon as Madison's ship gets underway, we'll follow it.
Why wasn't Madison's ship going yet?
Well, they still needed a flattened skull to finish their potion, and it was up to me to get it over to them. How's it going in there, Murray?
I don't know what you're planning now, but I'm going to see you burn for it.
And I'm going to see you later.
Okay, Murray, I just need one more thing from you.
You tried to smash me and drown me, and I have emerged unscathed. Well, almost unscathed, but there's nothing you can do that will harm me.
Yeah, when he does his under the breath, because that's like traditional Murray is that he shouts and shouts and he goes, well, not quite like that. So those parts sound exactly right, but then all of his loud lines, he's just not putting much power. And maybe it isn't, yeah, maybe the voice actor can still do it, but maybe something about the direction, something about the way this game is produced. Nobody's shouting. It's weird.
I hope you're not allergic to gunpowder.
Of course I'm not.
Hey, what are you doing? These things are dangerous.
You, okay in there, Murray?
When I get out of here, I'm going to chew both your legs off and use your traitorous fingers to pick my teeth.
Okay then. Just checking. You, okay in there, Murray?
When I get out.
Okay then. Just checking.
Bye, Murray! You think they didn't think to question that? Hope their ship doesn't vanish.
She's underway.
Underway.
All hands, stand by to make sail.
Days pass.
We're nearly there, me hearties. The fabled shores of fabled Monkey Island. Captain Madison and her associates will have to be dealt with, of course. But our top priority is the secret. Extra grog rations for everyone.
Grog.
Hey!
All right.
Rainwood!
Oops. I did not see that coming.
I suppose you think you're very clever.
right up to the part where I took off the eye patch. I got carried away. I really started to feel like part of the crew.
Well, you've already seen what happens to crew who displease me. I want to savor this, so I'm going to let you have the first jab.
You're as rusty as that butter knife you call a sword.
We're both still sharper than you.
Okay, decent comeback.
Why don't you try again?
You're all swagger and no dagger.
I've got plenty of dagger. Blast.
Hey!
That is unfair. You're supposed to go backwards.
Hey, cheating! I won that round. Also, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to use the swords when we do this.
You don't seem to know how to use a sword. I can.
That was not that was not inflection. That was not spoken correctly. We're supposed to use swords for this. You don't seem to know how to use a sword. Swords are already on the topic. Sword has been said. He just said sword like it was the first time sword was used in conversation. You don't seem to know how to use a sword. Sorry. I will do this every time.
Decide if you're waving that thing like a feather duster or more like a mop.
It'll be a mop. I know how to use a mop.
I know that one.
Oh, been practicing, huh? What comeback would you use for waving it like a feather duster or like a mop?
Either way, I'll clean the floor with you.
That's what I thought, too.
I can't decide if you're waving your sword like a feather duster or more like a mop.
Either way, I'll clean the floor with you.
Too late to start doing your job now, Swabby!
Hey, you're laying a comeback on my comeback? That's gotta be against the rules.
You really should keep up on the latest trends. Goodbye, Threepwood.
Did that sword go through him? Part 3! Title drop! Boom, boom, boom. Oh, fuck.
Good thing I can still hold my breath for 10 minutes. More or less.
Is it more or is it less?
More.
What?
You say you can hold your breath for 10 minutes, but then sometimes you say 8. One time I heard you say 12. Which one is it?
Well, in my prime, I could do 10 minutes, no problem.
Are you in your prime in this story?
8 minutes. Now let me get back to it before the 8 minutes runs out.
No, but then you get an additional 5 3/4, and then an additional 3 3/4. So you get an additional 8.5. No, 9.5. Hang on. 8 plus 2 sets of 3/4. 9.5 minutes. So you get 8 minutes plus 9.5. So you get fucking 17.5 minutes. Thankfully, Monkey Island is a 6-minute walk. That said... Oh, can I not? Oh my god, I can't. It doesn't let me, Oh no, menu is here. Okay. I was pressing escape to get the menu. Thought it wasn't letting me save because we were underwater, but no, it's not true. I'm gonna do this tomorrow because we're at stop time and we just finished a part, so it makes sense to me to stop. Although we are starting underwater, which is not great. We have not found all copies of At the End of the Plank. We did not list every mess on the first Swabs report. We did not tell everyone on Melee Island we were looking for the secret. So there's some things I'm gonna have to do in a replay. But it shows the ones I missed, I guess. Well. This game is fun. I'm liking it now more than I liked it on Wednesday, because I didn't like the prologue much. We'll see how Monkey Island goes, because I don't normally like Monkey Island. I think it's definitely different. Like it feels different. Like LeChuck doesn't feel like LeChuck in a lot of ways, and not just the voice actor, but like now he's got a pirate crew with a bunch of like defined characteristics. That's strange, but kinda cool. Now there's other demons and zombies and ghosts. Like, he originally had a ghost ship, and then in 3 he had a skeleton crew. Ha. But, yeah, they just change it. It's true that they're not trademarking their proper nouns anymore. That's annoying. Anyway. It's different. The real question is the ending going to be bullshit? And the reason why I worry, it's not just because of Monkey Island 2, it's because Ron Gilbert's last game also had a bullshit ending. If you know anything about Thimbleweed Park, it was a perfectly fine game right up until the ending, which was awful. So the guy just seems addicted to torching his own good stories. So my verdict will not come in until this game is over, no matter how good it is. No matter how good the journey is, if he fucks the ending up, I'm going to give him a thumbs down for it. But we'll continue. Tomorrow we'll have 6 hours, so we should be able to hopefully get most of the rest of it done. There's still 3 parts, so probably not, but I would like to make good progress. Till then, fare thee well.